The next movement I will be talking about is a retiré position, which is where the turning part of the fouetté turn happens. So in a retiré, you're going to have your standing leg and your gesture leg. So your standing leg is going to be in a hip extension, external rotation as always, knee extension, and plantar flexion at the ankle. So essentially you are in a releve, which is what we talked about before. You can also do this action on flat, so your ankle could hypothetically also be in a dorsiflexion. The real part of the retiré position comes into play with the gesture leg. So with the gesture leg, the hip flexion, the hip is going to be in flexion and external rotation. The knee is in flexion, and the ankle is in plantar flexion, which remains true for any retiré position. The muscles involved with this are the quadriceps, which are in charge of knee extension, which you see with the standing leg, your glutes and your external rotators, which are involved with both of your legs. And with the releve standing leg, your gastroc and your soleus are going to be involved. For the gesture leg, you're going to have the iliopsoas be involved, and of course your deep outer rotators. Your core is also going to be involved. I mean, you could argue that your core is going to be involved in anything you do in ballet, but specifically your transverse abdominis and your obliques are going to be important, especially in a retiré position. For sensorial cue, you want to feel like there are hot coals that appear under your gesture leg, so you quickly pick up your leg. I thought of this as a way to not linger in bringing up the retiré. You kind of want to get it there quickly, especially when I talk about a fouetté turn. You want to get your leg into retiré as quickly as you can. But when you're going from flat to a retiré position, you want to feel like your leg is going quickly up, so it's not taking too long to arrive up to the knee. For a metaphorical cue, you want to imagine that your gesture leg, on your gesture leg, your toe has purple ink on it, and you want to imagine as you are quickly bringing it up that you are making a straight, direct purple line from on your leg as you are bringing it up from your ankle to your knee as you lift your leg. So you want there to be a purple marker line on your leg, so your leg isn't doing weird things as you're bringing it up to the retiré. For an active cue, you want to lift the gesture leg into retiré without shifting your weight necessarily. You kind of want to keep your pelvis in the same spot because you want to think of your hamstring. Oh, I forgot. That's another very important muscle in this position is your hamstring. Actually, that might be the most important muscle. I cannot believe I forgot that. So your hamstring is what is bending your leg. In a retiré, you don't really want to get your hip flexors too involved. You really want it to be primarily your hamstrings. So yes, and then for a physical anatomical cue, you want to engage the hamstring, as I just said, and external rotators, and you want to place the foot right at the knee without lifting your hip, which is what I just said. So your hip flexors will be somewhat involved, but you don't want them to be primarily what is cueing this position. You want your hamstrings to be in charge of the retiré.